Unbelievable the way that he's playing. Look at this for Mo Salah this season. 15 goals, Mel, in 12 appearances. You can see the only game he hasn't scored in was the second game of the season against Burnley at Anfield. He had a goal ruled out by VAR, so he came pretty close. Hat-trick, of course, against Manchester United, 2 against Atletico Madrid. He's 29, but is this the best we've ever seen of Mo Salah?
Yeah, and I think the thing to say is what he's done is make extraordinary ordinary. So he doesn't get the level of adulation his performances and his sheer consistency deserves, because everyone thinks, oh, it's Mo Salah again. They just expect it of him now. But he is unreal, and he's just been posting up these numbers, but he's not a typical goal scorer in that he's not getting tap-ins and stuff. Did you see the quality of those finishes? Amazing. The skill in the box to create the chance for himself, chances out of nothing from angles you shouldn't even think about scoring from. And what I think Salah does so well is he never allows himself to get comfortable. You know, his first season in the Premier League, everyone was like, one-hit wonder, you know, let's see after this campaign. And the reason he's consistently up there is because he challenges himself with everything. I don't know if people have seen the video with Ben Foster, but he went up to Ben Foster and said, you know, if I got a penalty, which way would you have dived? He gets information from everywhere, even the opposition, so he can try and be the best that he can be. And what I will say is he's at the level now where the best he can be is unequivocally the best in the world. I've gone to see Leo Messi in Paris. I've watched Ronaldo live. I've watched Lewandowski live this season. No one is in the sphere of performing the way he is at the moment.
And probably won't win the Ballon d'Or just because of the timing and the way that that is structured. But if the Ballon d'Or was done over a domestic season, it kind of has to be in the way that he's going. I mean, he's breaking records left, right and centre. I don't know, you've spoken to the guy far more than I have, but how interested he is in these sort of personal records. He was in the 100 club in general in the Premier League. Then he scored 100 goals for Liverpool. He broke Roger Hunt's record. He became the all-time African top scorer in the Premier League. Records falling left, right and centre. Still more to come. And look, when we look at combinations as well, we've been talking a lot about Kane and Son this season. And particularly last year as well. This is just at Liverpool, of course, but Mohamed Salah and Roberto Firmino, 30 Premier League goal combinations, which is a record for that club, and actually only 6 behind the all-time record of Didier Drogba and Frank Lampard, 5 behind Kane and Son. The way that they're playing, that could go again this season. I mean, these personal accolades, is he bothered about them?
Absolutely. Most players will say to you, oh, you know, I've broken the 100 goal mark. I didn't even know I was close to that or anything. Salah knows every record he's on the verge of getting, but beyond that, he goes through and he knows every number Liverpool are close to hitting, whether it's a goal number or a points mark or anything like that. He's very studious. Like I was saying, it doesn't matter whether it's nutrition, it doesn't matter whether it's a statistic, doesn't matter whether it's conditioning, anything that he can do that he feels gives himself or Liverpool an edge performance-wise, he will go and do. And I think the thing people, you know, that Fernando Torres, Steven Gerrard partnership, for example, people romanticize that so much and hold on to it so much. And look at how far
11 ahead.
Salah and Firmino have smashed that by.
Incredible.
I don't think people enjoy or appreciate and respect Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool as much as they should for how they've performed in the last few seasons. And like Salah said, if it wasn't for the injury, how injury hit they were last campaign, they would have done much better. They finished third, 5 points behind Manchester United in second, despite the critical nature of their injury situation.
From the outside, they all seem pretty relaxed about the contract situation. What is the latest on it? When is it going to be done?
Salah has made it very clear he wants the contract to get sorted. He wants to play for Liverpool. He said he can't imagine playing against Liverpool at the moment, right? The club obviously want him to stay. He is a key asset. I don't think it comes down to the amount he's demanding or even the years he's demanding. I think it comes down, you know, sometimes to silly things like image rights and all the add-ons that you have in a contract, and the difficulty of the negotiation as well with the players' camp. But it's quite clear Liverpool wants him to stay. He wants to stay. Liverpool will feel they've got a strong hand because where is Salah going to go? Look at the state of the Spanish super clubs. And PSG are so top-heavy now, they can't afford to do anything. Even if Mbappe leaves and goes to Real Madrid, PSG already have their jewel, which is Messi. Salah wants to be the main man, so I think Liverpool will feel they've got an upper hand there.
But if they give him the money that we're reading about, and, you know, in pounds, we're talking near £500,000 a week, £500,000. It's a crazy amount of money, but he's a crazy player. What does that do to the dynamic of the squad, and particularly people like Sadio Mane? I know a lot of it is bonus incentivized, but it's big money. Would that upset the other big stars at Anfield?
I don't think it should at all. I'd say the reports are slightly exaggerated in how much Salah is asking for. He's the world's best player at the moment. He should be paid like the world's best player, but he knows Liverpool work within certain confines. I don't think the rest of the squad should have any issues. They are watching him and should be marveling at what he's achieving. I think the only, you know, Virgil might say, well, keeping the clean sheets, and it's largely down to me, that the structure and the organization. But no one is going to, in that squad, will be honest with themselves and think that they should be on the same money as him. When
you look at the Premier League table and where Liverpool are, I mean, it's fascinating for the neutrals, because it is such an interesting title race already. And the fact you've got West Ham as it stands, albeit after 9 games in the Champions League spots, and Manchester United down here, it is all to play for. This Liverpool team, currently just behind Chelsea, are they surpassing what they did, not necessarily at this stage of the season, but in general, 2 seasons ago when they were so brilliant and won the title?
What I think Liverpool have done from their 97-point season and then their 99-point season to now is marry the defensive solidity with that attacking blitzes, because they didn't. The previous 2 title tilts were based effectively on the solidity of their play without the ball. Now they've merged both together, and they look more frightening than I've ever seen them. You know, the title-winning season, and even when they pushed City so close, a lot of the results was grinding teams down, just controlling the games and finding that one goal. They're not struggling to create chances or anything like that now. They're just blowing the opposition away. Partly from last season, I think it's correcting those wrongs, because they were completely written